Hey everybody, Spencer Agnew here from Peak Endurance Performance and Physical Therapy, giving you another update on where's my running at. Kind of how have I managed my calf injury? What can you learn from this? What can you take into your own injuries and progression and keep yourself running? So, just a recap reminder: I had an injury in September. Took a little bit of time. Did kind of this week of running already, and then I'm a cross country coach, so you're going to see a couple doubles in here, and that's just me. I did my own run, and then I tagged out a little bit with the kids while they're running. But I was at a meet doing a little warm up run, and boom, a mile in, felt that kind of seize up in my calf, felt that little cramp, knew I had done it again, and kind of caused a little bit of an injury there. And biggest thing is I didn't freak out. I knew what I was going to do. I knew that getting back to running quickly was going to be to my benefit. Took a couple days off, started my rehab process of getting in all of my calf loading, going through that process of isometric, concentric, eccentric loading through the calf. Did some auxiliary stuff with some squatting and things like that. And I've continued that process, boom, this entire time. And then just a reminder, uh, what happened there is I ran a mile, didn't worry about pace. A lot of people, right? A lot of runners think that running is they're only a runner if they run a certain pace or if they run a certain distance. You got to check your ego at the door. You got to know that the goal is short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain, and that running is a long-term sport. So ran a mile. This was like 7:38 minute pace or something like that. Ran a mile and a half. Did a little bit of pacing with some of the younger kids. Probably should have done this day, but I put their running ahead of my own. So did that and actually felt good. So this was for me like insightful to say, yep, I'm rehabbing well. Things are going solid. I don't have to take any more time off. I can start to get into a little bit of a faster workouts the week after. Got to run in here. Everything here, the goal was to keep it slow, keep it pain free. So I'm a very forefoot runner. I modified my strike pattern a little bit, not to heel strike, but to land a little bit more midfoot. Not that heel striking is bad, but just like trying to take some of that tension off the calf. And then got some more runs in here, a little bit longer runs. I'm adding this was like a almost 3 mile day. And then got a little bit shorter, went over three. This is the first day I had like an intentional workout. So just did 15 minutes steady. So I wanted to just test things out and see, okay, how does the calf feel when I put a little bit more tension, a little bit more force through it, run on my toes a little bit more and change the speed. So 10 minutes easy, warm up, cool down, just like my normal like 7:30 pace jogging. 15 minutes I ran at like 6:20 pace. And I felt good. I didn't have any discomfort after that. Some of this was just life. We had our conference meet this day, so I was running around the course, but I didn't do my own run. And then week after, got a little longer run. So I'm adding a little bit on each of these weeks, each of these runs. Not going crazy, but adding a little bit. Then I did another one of those steady state runs where I had 20 minutes again at steady state. Did like 6:10, 6:09 pace or something like that. Again, felt good. And then these days are a little bit longer, got over 5 miles. Some of that was running on my own right before practice and running with the kids. And then this past week, I got in 6 days of running. So see, I went like 4, had 3. This was just kind of off from a schedule standpoint. 4, got in 6. I did this with a slightly faster workout. So did some 400s. I went into it without any expectations of what my pace was going to be. I did this on the track. Probably should have done it on the roads, but I like the track. So I went out there and just ran 400. See, okay, what feels comfy hard? That's I just wanted to run feel good fast. I didn't have any effort goals, anything like that. The main goal this day was to be able to get a little bit of load, more load through the calf, some faster running, and see how it handles it. I did 400s. I did 400s with a 100-meter jog rest. So I could still keep it aerobic. I'm not at that point where I need to run really fast and then take a ton of rest. Like just run, feel good fast, and then do a 100-meter jog recovery and then do another one. And things went well. I felt really, really good. So I'm 25 days out from my injury, and I was running 440, 448 pace or so for this. So from no running, 8-minute pace, gradually building things up to be able to run under 5-minute pace for these 400s and feeling good doing it. That's a pretty quick turnaround. I'm doing my rehab program and progressing my rehab program the entire time. But this just goes to show that the rehab program is a piece of that puzzle. Your running program and the load tolerance and that training progression is another piece. And they're both very, very important. You can't have one without the other. We need to have you going through the isolated specific loading, but then also modifying that running plan to gradually increase that load, gradually increase that frequency and consistency of running to build a tolerance to the specificity of running, right? Taking time off is contraindicated unless you have a bone injury. If you've got a bone injury, we've got to let the body do its thing. If you've got a soft tissue injury, like this calf issue, hip issue, knee issue, something like that, a lot of times what the body needs is gradual load. It needs graded exposure to the stimulus that you're trying to put it underneath with gentle adjustments to intensity. Frequency is your best friend. So this was kind of what I did. I did a bunch of warm-ups and cooldowns with kids at state. So I got in 7 miles that day, just a little longer, but it was all broken. And then this week so far, I've got in, so I guess 5 days in a row of running. I'll probably get in 6 days in a row, take a day off, and you get another day for 7. And then I'll be able to do 7 days in the month of November, just kind of gradually building up the volume. Hit another 400 workout this day. Added one more. Ran pretty intense on some hills here. This from here back really gives us insight that 400 workouts, the hills, some of the steady states tells us that the calf is in a good spot. There's a little flare up, could have freaked out, could have stopped running until I didn't feel anything, but I gradually reintroduced running and I'm feeling good. Not crazy fit, but I'm going to do a race in like a week and a half. Just kind of see where things are at. And I'm excited about the sport. I'm excited to keep training, excited to work out, get out the door every day. I know winter's coming, but I'm enjoying the beautiful weather we have right now. And then hopefully be able to do something fun in the spring. I'm not sure kind of where I'm at from a goal standpoint. I daydream more about what my clients and my athletes are gonna do rather than what my running is. But yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll find something and something will spark my desire, my interest. But I think just getting out there running, staying consistent with things is the name of the game right now. So let me know if anybody has any questions, any concerns with things, and we'll talk to y'all soon.